Hi, myself, I'm R.Bhushan. Welcome to ASG Biology. That will be very useful for NEET, AIMS, JIPMER and Foundation. Individual Biology, Understanding Science by a New Method and ETF method. After joining my course, this is my assurance to my all students that you are going to get 330 plus in NEET's examination, and my wishes are this, that you will also score the highest marks in the AIMS examination. This is the second chapter of biology, biological classification. Biological classification. In this chapter, I will tell you about system of classification, three domains of life, kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom fungi, lichen, viruses and viroids, kingdom Plantae, kingdom Animalia. So my dear student, while hearing my video, it's important that you must note, you must have a pen and paper so that while hearing my video, you can note some important fact. Although sometimes I am slow, sometimes fast. So regarding the biological classification, it is required to identify differences among organism and group similar organism exhibiting common features and relationship. Systematic deals with classification of organism based on hierarchical order. The systematic classification of a species based on genetics and evolutionary relationship is termed as taxonomy. In previous chapter I have discussed taxonomy. These organisms have a common ancestry. There were several similar traits. These traits can be homologous. That is, homologous means similar origin. Homologous means similar origin, and functions are analogous, that is of similar function but not necessarily of similar origin. Analogous structure may develop due to convergent evolution, in which diverse species which exist as similar habitat have similar structures that have developed for similar function, but these structures are not identical. Similarly, many species display divergent evolution as they occupy different habits in which the structure called homologous structure are derived from the same embryological tissues, but do different jobs and hence they have adopted different needs. The main features of biological nomenclatures are uniqueness, universality and stability. The number one is what is stability? Frequent and arbitrary modifications of the names are avoided once they are assigned and accepted by all. The need for biological classification can be understood by follows means. Number one, study a few representative from each distinct group helps to integrate the idea of life as a whole. It helps to group all types of organism and species based on their similar and dissimilar characteristic. It gives information about plants and animals occurring in a specific geographical regions. It helps to derive phylogenetic relationship among species, thus providing information about their origin and evolution by establishing the gradually increasing complexity of form and structure in different groups of organisms. It helps in identifying new species and designating name for it. Second is universality. Since scientific communication becomes difficult while using vernacular names that are different in different languages, so single language, that is Latin, is used for naming species throughout the world. So Latin, they used to take help of the Latin language for naming species throughout the world. What is uniqueness? Uniqueness, every name should be unique such that the name of that particular organism gives immediate access to all known informations about it. Suppose several names are assigned to the name of taxon, or clear-cut method should be used to determine the correct validity of one of the names. So this is about some of the introduction of biological classification. System of classification is so early. It's a very ancient time period. The peoples are going to try to classify the animals and all these things. Classification of organism is an old age man. The credit for defining biological classification goes to Ernest Mayr, 1942. According to him, the arrangement of entitles taxa is hierarchical series of nested classes in which similar or related classes at one hierarchical level are combined comprehensively into a more classes at the next higher level can be designated as a biological classification. And there is one word, rank. Rank is the level in hierarchy of classification. International Code of Geological Nomenclature, that is IUZN, defines rank as the level of nomenclature purpose of taxon in taxonomic hierarchy. Hierarchically, the main ranks have been recognized by the International Nomenclature INC of virus, bacteria, plants, animals are kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. So there are to learn descending sequence of 7 taxa. The number 1 is kingdom, that is K, double EP, phylum, P, O, T, S, C, class, that is lean, O, order, thereby F, family, Emily, G, genus, est, S, species, ic, for the 7 ranks. And what is domain? Domain is the above the level of kingdom. The concept of domain, however, has not been accepted by INC. Ranks between any two of the 7 ranks can be created. 7 is kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. So these are the 7 classes. So adding to the prefix super, sub or infra, for example, superclass, infra, order, and class. So the order is the hierarchical system of biological classification is. Hierarchical class of biological classification must be noted. Life, domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Once again I am repeating. Life, domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. So the credit for defining biological classification goes to Ernest Mayr. The system of naming species, that is biological nomenclature, was given to Carl Linnaeus and has later undergone many modifications. So in the beginning there is a two kingdom classification. According to Carlos Linnaeus, there are 2 types of living organism, plants and animals. 2 kingdom classification. Morphological and some anatomical traits were used for this classification. There are some inherent shortcomings. What is the inherent shortcomings in the 2 kingdom system of Linnaeus classification? Number 1, it could not be differentiated between unicellular and multicellular organism. It could not differentiate between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Third is, it could not differentiate between photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic organism. Fourth, there are many organisms that did not fit into either plant or animal category. For example, Euglena is unicellular, green in color, and moves into like animals. However, it cannot be considered plant-like due to the presence of the chlorophyll. Lichen are included amongst the plant despite the existence of symbiotic type association between the fungus and the algae and blue-green algae. Third is sponges, corals and jellyfish are of irregular forms, slow to react and motile or stationary depending on their stage of life. So these are some shortcomings of 2 kingdom of classification of Carlos Linnaeus, which was failed. Since Linnaean classification was based mainly on the morphology, classifying organism on the basis of other characteristics such as the structure of the cell wall, habitat, modes of nutrition, reproduction and methods of evolution of organism and their relationship with other organism are also considered important. So this was the 2-type kingdom. Third kingdom, 3 kingdom classification. The problem of classifying microorganisms was first addressed in 1866 by Ernest H. Haeckel, a German biologist, when he created a 3rd kingdom, the Protista. The 3rd kingdom, Protista. 3rd kingdom, Protista. All simple organisms such as bacteria, many algae, protozoa, multicellular fungi and sponges were included in this kingdom. Haeckel's original term, Protista, is still used in taxonomic schemes today, but it is now limited mainly to unicellular eukaryotic organism. Unicellular eukaryotic organism. So thank you, dear guys. If you want to join my courses, so please WhatsApp me on my number. Thank you. In the next chapter, I'll tell you about 4 kingdom classification, 5 kingdom classification, and so on. So thank you. Wish you all the best and good luck.